good that you can all make it. I mean, we had a good summer. We were actually very busy. Not all of us had time for our vacation yet, but maybe, I hope, you know, how many of you had time to go to camping or anywhere else? Yeah? Oh, good. Ah, lots of people. Good. Because here at Layar, we were actually pretty busy. This is, normally this is one of the lunch tables, but we had to fill it up with people actually because we flew in our people from the Ukraine to help us build, what we now know as Layar Vision. And I'll say a little bit about that just to kick it off today. So we're used to having the GPS, the compass and the camera in our phone and doing lots of cool things. That's why, you know, how you know us, how you have known us for the last 2 years, maybe even why you're here. But, you know, something new happened. Yay, we got faster processors. And, we of course had that photo camera lens already in the phone. So, hey, let's do some cool stuff with that. So, a while back ago, I saw this that we made with our vision people. And I was really amazed. It's, you know, it's not really a Turing test, if you know what I mean. But it was the first time that I saw the computer see. And wow, that got me excited. And did you notice the kid? We can't detect the kid yet, but we can do that too if we want. Anyway, so we came out with Layar Vision. And for me, this is kind of like the first public celebration of that, because of course we announced it, but we never really shared it with people live, so you can say if it sucks or not later. Because, you can't. We haven't done that yet. So Layar Vision, you can instantly detect lots of cool stuff. And you can make, like you make a layer with GeoPOIs, you can now use basically visual triggers and put all the stuff, you know, on it. You can do it in print. Just now I made a concept with posters. You can do that. For instance, we were making posters, you know, like you probably know the Korean project where you recognize products off a poster and you put it in your shopping cart on your mobile and then it gets sent to your home. You know, stuff like that you can easily do now with Layar. Easily. And what I hear, and the people that already know, please confirm, it's supposedly even easier to do than a geo layer. True. So, hey, I like that. So you can use it in retail too, not just in print. I mean, we really believe print will be powerful though, because print, everybody has magazines, everybody has newspapers. So yeah, if you're a developer, call your publishers that you know and see if you can do something for them, because I think they want it. They just don't know it yet. You need to tell them. Lots of stuff you can do, and what we're excited about. I want to spend a little bit of time to talk about the Layar Creation Challenge. I mean, who of you here is a developer? Who is a registered Layar developer? Wow. Okay, now keep them up if you can. Who of you have submitted or entered the Creation Challenge? Ooh, I see one up. Okay. Jeroen, do you want to win? Jeroen, do you want to win part of the $55,000 that is prize money?
Tell me another reason why.
Okay. Who doesn't want to win 50 or part of the, you know, one of the 10 parts of the $55,000? Everybody. So please, I mean, enter the Layar Creation Challenge. What we want is cool ideas that you have in a live layer. And preferably what we're looking for is either something creative or something specifically for the publishing industry that you can sell. That you can sell not just once, but twice, 3 times, 4 times. It'll be judged internationally by an international jury like Bruce Sterling, Greg Leonard, Ben Hammersley, people like that. And of course, apart from the money that you'll get if you win, we can also help you promote it, because this is what we're looking for, and we don't want to really write it because we think the developers are the key people that really can make this happen. And with your concept, we will both hopefully rule the world in a way. And yeah, that's where I get that freaky laugh now. No, I won't do that. Anyway, you got till the 15th of September to enter your cool projects, and yeah, really we're looking forward to seeing that, because we already have over, I think, over 100 cool entrants, but we want more because we know you guys can do shit. So let us see it. So, I don't know if the sound works. We already have some Layar Vision projects that you can see videos for. This is a project by the Fail Wheel designer. You know, Twitter Fail Wheel. If people don't know it, if Twitter doesn't work, you see cool wheel. Well, she also does these cool wallpapers, and she's now working on a project using Buildar, one of the content management systems, that you can actually see stuff with her wallpaper. This is like within a month after launch, she found us and is doing this. Another example is also from Bildar. And what he did is, you know, the HP is just selling everything, including their tablets. Yeah. And the tablets are for like $100 or something, but you can't find them. So what he did is he made a list in Australia, or this is in Australia, he made a list of where you can buy them and combine that with their old big posters in the bus stops. So you can just hold your phone over the bus stop poster and see where they are for sale for $100, or Australian dollars. Yeah, you can see the flow here. So just some examples of how it works. And lastly, you can see this, I have to go because some people make very big videos. This is a video made by the AR class run by Bruce Sterling in Los Angeles. We sponsored it, and they made not only all these cool concepts, but all of them came with kick-ass videos. I mean, I want these videos with Layar, and we struggle to make good videos. So it really shows how to make, you know, that any project has to have a cool video. So please always make amazing videos. And if you want any tips, Chris can make good videos too. He knows how. He made the last Layar video, which I won't show because I think you know it. Anyway, this is the last video for today, and hopefully the sound will work. Thank you all for coming. We have 2 short other talks coming, and please enjoy them. Make sure that you have beer or something else when you listen to it. If you have any questions, want to talk to us, please do. Cheers.
Cheers. My name is Michael. I am one of the vision guys at Layar in our department. And I'm going to give a short talk, hopefully very short talk about what Layar vision is. It's a bit more technical. So what is Layar vision? Maarten already mentioned it. It's basically a technology to augment objects in the physical world. And in order to do that, we represent those objects by what we call reference images. It's just simply images. They're uploaded to a server, and we extract fingerprints from them. And when people are inside a Layar, those fingerprints are preloaded and then used to instantly recognize the objects and to augment cool stuff on them. Actually, let me show a quick video of how this works. This is just one very simple example right here. Basically, this technology was developed in-house. We developed a generic algorithm for recognition, which means you don't need special markers, but any image can act as a marker. Basically, that means we support a large class of images, and we made it fast as well. So on modern smartphones, dual-core smartphones, we can actually reach up to 60 FPS in ideal conditions. That means if the cameras could deliver 60 FPS, because right now they cannot. So let's see what happens in the future. I want to talk a bit about what good reference images are, because lots of developers are here. So, and I've seen some of the images uploaded, so some were really good, some are not very ideal. So I want to just say a couple of words about it. If we want to augment something on this book, like the best practices always are, the target object should be planar or near planar, and the reference image should be a frontal view image of this. So basically no borders or clutter, and we need a sufficient size, which is basically 640 pixels or larger, and sufficient image detail. I'll quickly mention some not so good images. Unfortunately, if you want to augment something on here, it doesn't work that well because there's just not enough detail, especially if we put something in the middle and then use a zoom into the red area. the vision part is lost.
What would you recommend about cropping and background? Like there's a black background with that. If we had something rectangular, would we crop exactly to it? And if we had something non-rectangular, can you recommend a gray or white or black background?
You mean as a background that should be part of the image?
Oh, like that
it's not rectangular.
Like that statue there.
I think it could be any color,
Okay,
just no detail in there.
Yeah, just no-
So we don't have alpha channels yet. I guess we can introduce that at some point. But white is okay, I guess. White, black, whatever you like. I've done round things, so.
It's just the texture, not the...
No texture.
Yeah.
What's also not so good is similar images. So these are true, well, non-real business cards, and they only differ within the name and the job title. We're not that good at differentiating between those very fine details, and we don't do non-planar objects yet. So please don't expect this sculpture to be augmented in real life yet.
How exact does the color have to be?
That's a good question. It does have to match up to a certain degree. Basically, the luminance has to be right. Actually, we don't look at color right now at all, because we tried it. I tried using color, and it actually screwed up more than it was good for. Because of difference.
Can I ask you a question? With the statue, it's because there's not enough difference in color that it's recognizable as just any other statue.
No, that's not the issue. I'll go to the next slide and maybe it gets a bit clearer. So in the publishing environment, we actually compute an assessment of how good an image is. So we don't deliver a number, we deliver like a little marker. It's red, it means it's not good. Yellow, it means it's kind of okay, but might have issues. And green means it's good, probably good to go. There's one little thing that you have to be aware about. We can assess the quality of the features, but we can't assess if the object is suitable per se. What that means is that connects to your question. Say someone wants to augment this well-known painting, right? The developer submits this image. It's probably going to get the green light, and it works perfectly, I guess. So another developer submits this image. It has been a real example. As long as the expected result is to augment an image of this particular sunflower, it's not a problem. It'll get the green light because we just see the image. We analyze the level of detail, the features, whatever, and all is good. But the real-life sunflower in front of a different background with different petals will probably not work. So just to be aware of that. In general, the main challenge we face is with the vision algorithms that not all devices are the same. Basically, you can see here that it's 3 different phones. They have different visual properties. It's actually not that clear here, but this one is blurrier. It's less colorful. This is crisper. So we are actually limited by 2 things: the computing power of the phones, which will improve constantly, and the quality of the camera. In particular, the behavior during exposure. Does it blur quickly? How long does it expose one image for? So unfortunately, we cannot control that on any of the platforms that we develop for. There's one other thing you have to be aware of. Currently, we have a limit of 50 different feature-based, feature-tracking POIs per layer. That is, right now, it's an arbitrary limit because we want to guarantee instantaneous recognition. And because not all devices are the same, we have to set this limit somewhere that basically we guarantee this instantaneous result. And we are investigating if we can set it higher at some point. So we're constantly working on the scalability of the whole process. Let me talk about a few of the possibilities. Basically, you can use the already known Layar API with animation and touch events and focus events. So this is just a simple example. There's a postcard and there's Pac-Man and a ghost walking around on the edges. And well, they're animated. They're dancing. And when I touch the ghost, it rotates around. And there's actually also a focus event, which is maybe not that visible. They're only dancing when they're in focus. So those are possibilities that you can use for good effect, I hope. And well, that already concludes my talk. Be creative.
The project is called Augmentizer. To introduce it, I will first introduce a little on my background. I've been using Layar since a year now. I'm a Layar content creator, and actually the layers I create allow other people to create augmented reality. So it all started last year in April when I imagined I wanted to have an augmented reality flash mob. That's a sort of the type, bring your own AR. So I imagined it would look like this, a flash mob on a dumb square with augmented reality brought by people. So I put some things on the ground, the QR codes, and then I was very thankful that Johannes Lapetre told me that it wasn't really necessary. This is old-fashioned AR, QR code. You could just now put anything anywhere you want using GPS locations that you can use with Layar. So these are the Beatles walking on the dumb square, brought by Johannes. Yeah, so some other people also thought that QR codes are history. When I realized that you could actually put anything anywhere, I thought, okay, let's put something in a museum. So that's another way to get people to have their stuff viewable in AR. I said, okay, send me something and I'll put it in the MoMA Museum in New York. So this was what I imagined. And this was what people sent to me. Some sent their images, I got 3D stuff, and I all put it there in the MoMA Museum in New York. And then last year in October we had the opening. And it was quite a big event. We invited a lot of people. The MoMA didn't know anything about it yet. And that's not necessary now anymore. You can just do anything, yeah, wherever you want to do it. And then I thought, okay, now I was still needed to put up the AR pieces of these people inside the museum. I thought, okay, I want to not be present there. Let's create sort of prefab AR. And then I created a sort of Lego building system. You could shape your city and the way you want it by sort of using these 3D pixels. And I put up signs that this system was available. This was happening in Dortmund in Germany. This was how it looked on your phone, and this is me using it. And it wasn't used a lot, I have to confess, for various reasons. But then I thought, okay, I might need to take one more step to really get to this 100% do-it-yourself AR. And that's where we're now. I launched the project called Augmentizer last week at Lowlands. And it's actually sort of old meet new augmented reality. New augmented reality. It's blue screen technology combined with Layar, and then you can do something like this. You can put some people in front of the blue screen, which is over there. I will augmentize you later on. Take a photo of them and process it. So, these people have been processed, augmentized at Layar, at Lowlands. They are now permanently at the Lowlands Festival. I've got a little clip. Yeah, let's show. Permanently. The Layar is available for anyone to be, you can use it yourself later on. I will demonstrate it with the screen. And then at Lowlands, I didn't really explain it every time to all people because I think maybe it's still a bit new for them. So they will see it next year or later. It's a project on the long run. And I also didn't tell that they were actually at the same time inside the Stedelijk Museum. It was a project done in cooperation with the Stedelijk Museum. So whenever I was augmentizing people, they were appearing right there for those who knew it. And that also I didn't explain. Of course, besides putting people in front of the blue screen, yeah, you can also do other things. So we also had a workshop where people could create anything. And actually the workshop was partly done by a person who was doing all the graphic design of the whole festival, which was great. And then people started making their own designs for the festival, and we augmentized them and put them right up in the air on the festival. And yeah, they're still there, so they could see their own festival decoration. Sort of do-it-yourself festival, it turned out to be. And also those things are now in the Stedelijk Museum. When you can look at the augmentized layer and you can see the things floating around. So it's working through the screenshot function of Layar, and then you have to press another 5 buttons, and in the end you can augmentize. And I will explain it over there. And if you want to see more examples of Layar usage like this, then you can go to my website. It's sndrv.nl. So the way I use Layar is I use it for events. So I don't really target an end user, but I go somewhere and I do an event using Layar, and I leave traces or leave anything behind in the virtual space. Thank you. Share? Nee, gelijk. Je zegt dan blue screen it, daaronder, en dan share.
Blue screen it?
Ja.
Wat is dat voor app?
Blue screen it. Het is de screenshot upload. Sharing was successful. De blue screen functie uitzetten. Dan moet je er staan. Nou, that's me. Oh, there's you. Yeah.
It's not a very good lighting for the blue screen anyway.
No. Part of it is not gone yet.
The proper lighting is amazing. It's a great thing.